A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Lunchtime News. I'm Bernadine Jayasinghe. Let's take a look at headlines. President orders for the establishment of a special committee to look into and mete out justice for journalists who were subjected to harassment and pressure. Final rites of the late Mahanayaka of the Askiri chapter Most Venerable Galagama Sri Attadasi Thero to be performed with full state honours on Sunday. Yoshitha Rajapaksa and 4 others further remanded until the 24th of this month. Met Department says that high rainfall cannot be expected in the months of March and April. The final rites of the late Mahanayaka of the Askiri chapter of the Siam sect, Most Venerable Galagama Sri Attadasi Thera, will take place with full state honours on the 13th of this month at the police grounds in Askiria. A discussion to finalise the late Thero's funeral was held this morning. The Thera was 96 years old at the time of his demise. Venerable Galagama Sri Attadasi Thera passed away last evening while undergoing treatment at the intensive care unit of the General Hospital in Kandy. Our correspondent stated that large crowds are arriving to pay their last respects to the body of the late Most Venerable Galagama Sri Attadasi Thera. A special committee, as instructed by President Maithripala Sirisena, has been appointed to look into and seek justice for journalists who have been subjected to harassment and pressures. This committee will provide relief to journalists who have been subjected to injustice, harassment or damage of property during the time period of January 2005 to January 2015. All journalists who were treated unfairly during this time frame can submit all substantial data and information of the harassment they were subjected to the President's office. All data information must be addressed to S.T. Kodikara, Additional Secretary to the President's Office, Colombo, before the 15th of June 2016. Son of former President Mahinda Rajapaksa, Yoshitha Rajapaksa and 4 others were further remanded until the 24th of this month. The remand order was issued after they were once again produced before the Kaduwela magistrates today.
Yoshitha Rajapaksa and directors of CSN, Nishantha Ranatunga, Rohan Valivita, Ashan Ravinath Fernando and Kavishan Dissanayaka were produced in court today. The former president and other family members were also in court for the hearing.
Convening a media briefing in Colombo yesterday, Politburo members of the Frontline Socialist Party Pubudu Jagoda bemoaned the fate of the Right to Information Bill.
The Right to Information Bill currently stands in a sorry state of affairs as it is being delayed from one day to the other, stating various excuses. It has been nearly a year now and has still not been tabled. In the midst of all of this, it was said in Parliament yesterday that the bill has not received the approval of the Northern Provincial Council. They speak of the right to information, but the issue here is that the general public has not been deprived of the right to information regarding the Right to Information Bill. Up to date, not a single media organization, democratic organization, human rights organization, political party, nor a single person has a draft of this bill. It has not even been tabled in Parliament.
The Public Representations Committee on Constitutional Reforms met with a group of officials of the Human Rights Commission yesterday. The meeting was held at the Visumpai office in Colombo.
People from various walks of life in society came forward and submitted their views to us. Around 2,000 to 2,500 people have submitted their views to us so far. Among these weren't just singular persons, but representatives of large organizations have come forward and expressed their views. We have also received approximately 600 emails and faxes. So we will consider and assess all of these views and compile the report with all its recommendations.
වාර්තාව සකස් කරන අපේ නිර්දේශ සමග සකස් කිරීමටයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ.
ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන්ම අපි දැක්ුවේ ආණ්ඩුක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාවක් මගින්
One of the key points which we emphasized is that having just a chapter on fundamental rights to safeguard the human rights of the public through a constitution is not enough. The entire structure of the constitution is extremely important, especially in terms of power devolution and checks and balances. We also reiterated to the committee that the safeguarding of fundamental rights in the event of an emergency law should be at its highest level.
ඒ ප්‍රතිපාදනත් ඉතාමත්ම ඉහළ මට්ටමින් තිබිය යුතු බවයි අපි අද කමිටුවට අවධාරණය කරේ.
Meanwhile, Chairman of the Public Representations Committee on Constitutional Reforms, Attorney at Law Lal Vijanayaka said that a meeting with Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe is scheduled to take place today.
The 137th Battle of the Blues, played between Royal College Colombo and St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia, commenced at the SSC grounds in Colombo. The Royal side is led by Gishat Panditaratna, while S. Thomas is led by Sachita Jayatilaka. Royal College Colombo, who won the toss, elected to field first. The Thomians were 140 for no loss at lunch a short while ago. Openers Rashmika Obata and Johan Mendes made a strong start during the session. Obata crossed the half-century milestone in 55 balls with a long shot over the boundary. Day 16 of the Newsfirst Gum at the Door-to-Door campaign, a national public service initiative by Newsfirst and the University of Peradeniya, which reaches out to the most rural communities of Sri Lanka, giving a voice to the voiceless, is currently underway.
Gum at the Door-to-Door, a national public service initiative.
The Newsfirst Gum at the team, which is going from door to door in the central province, commenced its journey today following religious observances at the Galevela Kusgahinna Sama Viharaya.
After 3 years, we launched this Gammeda island-wide program. It has transformed into a revolution. We don't generate any money through this. We don't have any sponsors for this program. But when we see the expressions on your faces, when we hear the words of the Venerable Thera, we feel an emotion that cannot be explained in monetary terms.
The Newsfirst Gum at the team is set to visit the Galevela, Yatavala, Pallipola and Naula villages today. The other team will visit the Vilgamua Laggala areas to inquire into the issues faced by its locals. The Newsfirst Gum at the team touring the southern province commenced its campaign from the Dellava Viharaya in Gaul district today. A large group which gathered at the Viharaya unravelled the many issues they face, which up to the other Newsfirst Gum at the team covering the southern province is currently visiting the villages surrounding the Lanka Gum area, inquiring into their issues.
Trincomalee, known as a tourism hotspot for its white sandy beaches. Well, on our way to Sampu on the Gum at the Door initiative, we stopped by at India Beach, where we want to find out what these fishermen are facing on a day-to-day basis. We spoke to them and they said that the rich resources of fish, known as the biggest plus points of Kenya, the Kenya Beach, has now depleted. While they have drawn a huge comparison between 5,000 kilograms, now it has brought down to 15 kilograms a day.
The Newsfirst Gum at the team, which commenced its journey from the northern province, is set to make their way to the eastern province today, where they will visit the Kinya and Sampu villages in the Trincomalee district. The team commenced its journey from the Jayas Ramya Vihare in Trincomalee following religious observances. Another Newsfirst Gam Meda team in Trincomalee visited the Kinya Fisheries Port today.
Many individuals in Sri Lanka have either forgotten their past or conveniently forgotten their past. However, individuals living in this house, like Shanti, the past is etched in their hearts and minds. Why? Because her husband was set ablaze in the Trincomalee town following a claim of mine explosion in the year 2006. For her, unlike the others, the past is not just a memory. It's something tattooed in her heart.
With that, we wrap up the news. I'm Bernadine Jai Singha for News First. Have a wonderful day. Take care.